Go donate, help your community out, and make sure that everybody's getting fed.
That's good. And we all should be able to look out for one another, you know what I'm saying? Especially when there's times of trouble. And a lot of things people don't realize. You need to start helping one another or we going down.
Go ahead, go do it, because you never know, it might be you the next time.
Families and children are going hungry in Northeast Ohio. Food insecurity is at 42%, according to Feeding America, and local food banks are distributing more meals than ever before. Just in Stark County last year, the Akron-Canton Food Bank provided more than 6.5 million meals, distributed more than 1.5 million pounds of food. But as the need for food increases, the supply at the Akron-Canton Regional Food Bank is at a 10-year low. So News 5, along with the Akron Beacon Journal and WQMX, are teaming up with the food bank to make sure that families can keep food on the table, keep those fridges full. News 5's Bob Jones is live at the food bank tonight, where keeping the shelves stocked is more of a struggle these days. Bob.
Well, Homa, inside the warehouse, you can see many of the shelves are stacked with food, but others are mostly empty, and that is unusual. The food bank here usually has about 2.7 million pounds of food on hand. It's been as low as 1.3 million during this pandemic. That's a big difference when so many people are struggling, and the food bank is providing for more than 500 hunger relief programs. The drive-through line at the Stark County Hunger Task Force Pantry in Canton shows only part of the struggle. Feeding America estimates a 42% increase in the number of people facing food insecurity because of COVID-19.
Before the pandemic, we saw at most 325 households a week. Now we're seeing 120 households a day.
And inside every car sits a personal story.
We come down here often because we don't get food stamps, we don't get assistance.
Yolanda Armstrong, a single mother with 3 kids, relies on the pantry to feed her family. She's on disability for nerve pain.
I can't work because of that. I'm not stable on my feet anymore.
The pandemic only made things harder. Yolanda's sister, Yvonne, and her family moved in a few months ago so they could help support each other financially and emotionally.
I'm here to help her. That's my sister. That's what I'm supposed to do, is help.
And Yvonne is grateful for that help as she continues to cope with her loss.
And he got shot from behind, and nobody knows anything.
In 2017, Yvonne had a nervous breakdown after her son, Javante Jones, was murdered in Canton. The killer never found.
It's been like really, really hard on my daughters and the rest of my family, and it's been hard on his 4 children.
With so many families facing heartache and challenges, food bank and pantry workers and volunteers believe their mission has never been more critical. 30% of households served are receiving food assistance for the first time.
Our stock has never been lower. We're certainly going through it quickly, but we have been able to provide food for those in need.
The Akron-Canton Food Bank serves more than 500 pantries, shelters, and other programs in 8 counties. The Stark County Hunger Task Force is part of that outreach, helping out 35 programs. The need for food is great in big cities and small communities, and the Armstrongs are grateful to anyone who supports food banks.
It's a blessing, especially like for people who don't have or have very little. It's truly a blessing.
Again, we want to tell you what we are doing today. News 5 Cleveland, the Scripps Howard Foundation, the Akron Beacon Journal, and Rubber City Radio, all teaming up to help our neighbors in need rebound. Every dollar donated up to $32,000 will be matched. So you might be wondering, how can you help out? You can go to the Akron-Canton Food Bank's website, which is akroncantonfoodbank.org, or you can call that number we've been telling you about all day, 330-535-6900. Live in Akron, Bob Jones, News 5.